On this episode of China Uncensored, Namaste or Nama Go Now. Welcome back to China Uncensored. I'm Chris Chappell. Over the last few months, I've been covering the military standoff between Chinese and Indian troops along their border. Chinese state-run media had been threatening war, saying the conflict will get worse if India doesn't back off. And that if not, war is inevitable. Well, something terrible has just happened. India's new defense minister is wrecking the inevitable war by directly approaching Chinese troops at the border with kindness and understanding. Just look at this video.
You know what Namaste is? What would you say in Chinese?
We just say Ni Hao.
So I say Namaste.
Okay, listen.
Ni hao. Namaste.
Ni Hao. Ni Hao.
Right?
Okay.
Ni hao. Namaste.
It's as if she views Chinese soldiers as fellow human beings equally deserving of love and respect. How are they going to kill each other now? No one is more upset, I think, than my favorite Chinese state-run media, the Global Times. It's hard to say namaste to war. Fortunately, damage was contained. That video was posted on Twitter, after all, and Twitter is banned in China. Yo, what's that, Shelley? Chinese people saw it anyway. And according to the Times of India, they went gaga over it, which seems like maybe a slight overstatement since they quoted all of 2 people on the internet. But the Global Times didn't let this positive reaction trip them up for long. They referred to the Namaste incident as an expression of her goodwill. If you look at what the experts said, it's actually pretty positive. But putting goodwill in scare quotes sure makes it seem sinister, doesn't it? Because let me tell you something about the Indian defense minister. She'd like you to think she's all namaste. But while she was on the border, she also inspected a nearby airport. Yeah, which was totally, what was it again, Global Times? An aggressive gesture. Right, got it. And how about an accusation of some kind? Ah, perfect. I mean, yeah, India, why are you so paranoid? Is it because 1,000 Chinese troops just returned to the site of that border dispute to continue working on the road that could help the Chinese army invade India someday, the road that was the cause of the border standoff in the first place? I mean, to be fair, they're only widening the existing road, not making it longer. Totally different. Or are you paranoid because the Chinese regime is withholding monsoon data that could be critical to saving the lives of Indian citizens? Or are you paranoid because the Chinese regime is selling weapons to your longtime rival Pakistan? Or is it because they're setting up ports that could give the Chinese Navy easy access to the Indian Ocean? Surely it's none of those things. Because you've got to trust the Global Times when it says India is not a major focus for China's strategic ambition. Yep, not at all. Because it's not like China and India are in a competition or anything, even though they are both the most populous economic powerhouses in Asia. Okay, well, the Chinese regime may be a bit jealous that Chinese people seem to love Indian culture so much, since one of the most popular movies in China over the summer was the Bollywood hit Dangal. And obviously there's a little bit of competition in the Indian Ocean. India is looking to buy US drones to counter all the Chinese naval activity there. And President Trump does seem to favor selling weapons to India. And who could forget the competition of which world leader would go first? After you. No, after you. You know, maybe state-run Chinese media don't have much to worry about. Namaste. And coming up after the break, China is ramping up its weapons sales, but the result isn't quite what you'd expect. You know, I hear Chinese leader Xi Jinping is actually really into yoga. His favorite pose? The downward Pooh Bear. If you want more great jokes like that one, check out ChinaUncensored.tv. It's a laugh riot.